Hello, everyone, and welcome to tonight's Gal League stream. Today we are streaming the semifinals, and this will be actually our second best of three map. We were having some technical difficulties earlier and couldn't really get on the stream, but now we are here. So our first map was on Bind, and SKRUBZ was the one to pick that map and also the one to take that map.
Yeah, for sure. For those in that Binds map, we did see some good plays from both teams. Angels was playing pretty aggressive in that A showers area and also had really good flanks on that defense side. But on the flip side, SKRUBZ, they had very good coordinated ult usage, so they were able to use that on attack to get themselves onto the site. And now we'll be going into our second map.
We ended that game 13-8, I believe, just for those of the... And now we are going to split, which is Riots Angels map pick.
Now this is interesting to see. We do see a breach, actually, on the side of Riots Angels. Quite interesting. I feel like I don't see breaches too often. We won't be seeing that Viper from a Lavender Lash. She has chosen to go on the Raze, but we do see Sage picks instead of Cypher, which is, a little bit interesting. I do like seeing Sage on split. I think it's quite strong. But also, why not Cypher? I love seeing Cypher.
Yeah, we do love a good Sentinel, especially on split. I actually find it kind of surprising that there are no Cyphers or Killjoys, because I think with all the tight angles that are in split, even after the patch, it's great to be hide a wire or some sort of turret, but they haven't gone with that, and instead they're just going with the good old Sage.
Yep, and we forgot to actually introduce ourselves before because, stream restarting. So I will be one of your casters, Kura Haneko, and I will be joined by...
Tala. So we are seeing some interesting buys. Well, pretty standard buys, actually. Just the Ghost, the good old Ghost, and the good old Classic with some shields.
It seems like Riots Angels are going to be pressing pretty heavily onto this A site. They will get seen by a Lavender Lass here. There's only one other member of SKRUBZ on site, though.
Yeah, they're already funneling onto the site, and there's a breach flash. Cyan is actually flashed by that. Lindsay is the one to find that pick. Hollowair is pushing out down ramps here. I don't know if she's going to check this plan. She does, double takes it, but still able to take out its Gen J. And the spike has gone down, making a 4v4 situation on this retake. Lavender Lass finds one.
Yeah, the rest of Riots Angels will be playing on this site, so SKRUBZ can just be closing in from all three of these angles.
Ginny Jelly actually is able to get Hollowair even after that paranoia connects. Lindsay finds another, but Ender is the last person standing, and she has to take out two of these defenders. She is very low, 14 HP, and Kurai finds the last pick.
It's a very good initial pick on Cyan there, able to immediately make it into a 4v5 in favor of Riots Angels. So now going into the second round, Riots Angels will be having that Spectre and Ares buy. I know we did see a little bit last game that just squat down with the Ares somewhere and you just gun him down. So let's see if Gen J is able to do the same thing this game. And now with the success on A, Riots Angels will actually be making their way toward this B site to scope it out and see what is going on.
There's that early Sage wall in mid that we all know so well, but they're going to be breaking it down early. Still going to be slowed by the slow orb, however, and the rotates are coming in very quickly. Looks like they're going to be looking to clear vents, but they're still going to be going towards the B site. It's going to connect that flash onto SKRUBZ Cyan. However, Lavender Lass is able to trade as the spike goes down. Ginny Jelly also finds two more with that Spectre and is able to outdamage all of those pistols, and that's their second round on the board.
I believe their Kurai and Lindsay were coming up mid while the rest of their team was on A, so they were able to catch up I believe it was Cyan in that B Heaven area. And so that just afforded them so much more control of that B site and able to take that second round. And now we do see a pretty even buy on both sides. There are some Vandals on the side of SKRUBZ. But overall, you know, we did say that the Spectre was a mini Phantom, so we have 3 of those on the side of Riots Angels. Once again, they are moving toward this B site.
Able to quickly take down this wall in mid here, and those are the slow orbs. Once again, Ender Droid Dealer, however, finding 2 picks with that Ares.
Yeah, that's able to completely slow down the push from Riots Angels, and now they do have to back off from this B site, moving toward mid and towards sewers. Seems like they are thinking about hitting that A site. SKRUBZ will be holding their positions though, so they will be fighting a 3v2 depending on which entrance they decide to go to.
It's like there are a few rotates about to come in. Ender Droid Dealer sort of hesitating on this flank here, but she has picked up a Phantom. And HoloAris is going to spot all of this attacker presence with her Wolf. They're going to get flashed by that bird there. Lavender last able to pick up 1, but quickly traded.
Player standing.
It's Gen J taken out by Lavender last, and Spicy Pyro finding the last pick, making it 1-2.
Definitely probably the game-winning play right there. Ender Droid Dealer being able to take out 2 members of Riots Angels through that smoke, giving them that 5v3 advantage that was just never taken back. But now this round we see actually Ginny Jelly already having that resurrect up. I believe she took that B main orb, so she was able to get that. And now they will have a little more of an advantage because they will have the 6th man, provided that she stays alive.
Well, you know, things never go to plan. Lavender last already holding down this. And Gomper is actually pushing up. Lavender last going to be zoned out by this orb. And that slow field is going to take out Gomper's. Lavender last getting a pick with her nade. Unfortunate, but she's going to be resurrected by Ginny Jelly, protected by the Sage Wall. And they're going to go towards the A site now, but HoloAris is on the flank. There are 2 on the flank, Lavender last and HoloAris getting picked. They're going to get flashed. However, that second flash mixes. Actually, they do dink Lindsay, so she is 10 HP, but it's a 3v3 situation, and they're headed back up towards mid. Ender Droid Dealer sort of hesitating on the flank once again. Lavender last is able to find her 3rd pick, but it's Gen J is going to be the one to trade.
One enemy.
Cyan finds one with the Guardian. Unfortunate, it's once again traded. So many trades coming out. It's Gen J, 10 HP in a dream. I was so scared she was going to take fall damage there. But Ender Droid Dealer is able to find that last pick coming up from behind.
Yeah, that was a very back and forth round. We did see Riots Angels not being quite ready for that sewers push from SKRUBZ, but able to take them down, go back, make it a 1v1, and get that plant down. But still, SKRUBZ able to take that round for round number 2. Even game again. We do see the Raise Showstopper available on both sides now, as well as the Seekers for SKRUBZ and the Orbital Strike for Riots Angels. So the post plant will still be pretty good. Do you know if Lavender last has any, you know, grenade lineups or anything like that on this map?
I've never heard of a nade lineup, so I do not believe so.
Yeah, I don't know. I had to ask. Yeah, but now it seems like Riots Angels still being a little more at the B side. The wall will go up from Spicy Pyro to slow them down a little bit, but instead of breaking it this time, they will be taking it quite slowly. But we don't see the same flank we saw from SKRUBZ in that previous round.
Yeah, they look to be a little bit more hesitant here about which type that they want to go to.
Yeah, especially with the weapon disadvantage here, we do see that Cyan has that operator looking at A main. So the rest of her team can feel a little more comfortable not, you know, being pushed from that side. But now Riots Angels will make their way toward this A site through the sewers area. They actually did make some noise here.
Ender from the shadows coming out, and she literally just TP'd right into the middle of mid and was able to get a pick from there. And Lavender Last with the showstopper is going to be able to find another pick. Gompers has popped the entrance, but no value from it. Ender Droid Dealer taking her right out. Spicy Pyro and SKRUBZ, Cyan getting those last 2 picks.
Now, Riots Angels was just not able to crack that A site there. With that hold from Cyan and the operator, it's just so deadly. I mean, even though she wasn't able to get that first shot, still bought some time for her team to be able to clean up in that ramps area. And now it seems like Riot Angels knows, you know, Sage Wall might go up mid. Not too great if we push that. Ender Droid Dealer at B, you know, we got sprayed down there and that wasn't great either. So now they're going to once again try this A push, but Cyan will have that operator in the ramp area. Is she able to get a pick here?
She's actually not going to be affected by that Leer, but still isn't able to get that pick as Gompers is pushing into A main. Another missed shot, unfortunate. Lavender Last does find one. Lindsay trading quickly. Kurai finding another pick in heaven onto that operator. Holoeris and Ender Droid Dealer finding their own picks. And now it's a 2v2 situation.
They are still able to get on site. The resurrect comes out from Pyro, and now Cyan is left alive again with the up. Droid will be able to take down his Gen J, and Pyro will take out Lindsay for that last kill. And that will be the 4th round for SKRUBZ. SKRUBZ is now on a 4-round momentum, and they will also be able to preserve that operator.
Yeah, economy is going to look really tough for Riot's Angels after this round, considering they did go for that force buy.
Yeah, we do see a 4,000, 2,000, 3,400. Not the best. Seems like they will choose to actually buy rifles with light armor as a last resort, but if they lose this round, it will be very, very bad for them. They do have the Rolling Thunder and the Orbital Strike available still, so they could use that to be able to push onto a site, as it looks like they are posturing toward B. Maybe they will use this Rolling Thunder either mid or B site to be able to take down some people, and they're already breaking the wall.
Yeah, they know that mid control is important on this map, and they're trying to go for it. Lavender Last is just going at it with all this utility. Finds one. It's Gompers again with her nade, but she's being traded by that Ares, and they're watching for the flank this time from sewers, but they're just holding their positions right now.
Yeah, but if they're not careful, they'll be able to take more and more control of this map. Actually, Ender will be backing off from that B area, not choosing to take that flank, while the rest of Angels is coming toward this mid side.
But she is able to get the orb, which is going to put her on her ultimate, and Kurai actually gets flashed by her teammate after taking out Pyro. But Ender Droid Dealer is walked up on by Ginny Jelly, and that makes it a 4v2 situation with the Blade Storm coming out on the side of Cyan. I think Holoeris might have DC'd.
Spike planted. Last player standing.
That seems like she's
And
bad,
Kurai
but
finds that pick. But she has been concussed. She has to go for the 50 right now and isn't able to connect with Lindsay. It's Gen J taking her out from behind.
that pick on Ender was just a little bit unfortunate, looking the wrong way after that shadow step. In addition to that pick on Spicy Pyro mid as well, it just allowed Riot's Angels to come on to that B site and take control in that 4v2 situation. Now, with that 3rd round, that does break the momentum of SKRUBZ. So, you know, Riot's Angels must be feeling pretty good right now, still on that full buy. But both teams will have those buys available. They actually did not use either of those ults in that last round, so they will still have that available.
Taking out this mid wall once again, and here's the slow orbs. I'd actually like to see a different sort of wall coming out from Spicy Pyro here. And it's Gen J. It's finding first blood onto Lavender last. Kurai is going to find a bunch of trades coming out as they go for the aggressive showers flank. Unfortunately, the aggression doesn't quite pay off, putting them in a 4v2 situation.
Yeah, now the spike is going to make its way toward that A site, especially since Resurrect is very far. It's 2 out of 7 on Spicy Pyro, so they will not be able to res anybody to help them retake this site. And once again, those 2 ults still available. And with that orb take, Ginny Jelly will be able to get that Resurrect as well. It's not looking too great on the side of GCL.
Spike planted.
And that spike has gone down. They have walled off screens. It looks like both of them are heading down towards ramp, playing together. Ender Droid Dealer, isn't able to connect. It's Gen J taking out 2 and making it an even scoreline.
That 7 HP, that spray, I was like, oh, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? But she's able to hold that out. I think maybe SKRUBZ will look to play a little more passive now. It seems like that flank right there didn't work out too well, as they were only able to get 1 member of Riots Angels traded for 2 members. So now it seems like they are taking some of the flank, strategy from Riots Angels from last game. But, hasn't worked out as much so far. Once again, playing for this mid control, the wall actually has not gone up yet from Spicy Pyro. So she will have that available, but Ender Droid Dealer actually is already pushing up into this ramen area. She does have this Ares and she could catch out somebody here, but it's Gen J is able to take her down.
She does get a little bit of damage onto its Gen J, and this Aftershock is going into vents to just delay her from pushing that area at any point. But it's Lavender last, just being hit with so much utility here, and Lindsay finding her 2 picks and clearing out onto this B site as they go for the plant.
Yeah, as we saw there, the flank unfortunately unable to pay off again. So that's just the member down on the side of SKRUBZ. Now in this 2v4 situation, both members are pushing in from this heaven area. Will get spotted out though.
Got him.
Cyan is actually able to find 2. That's a 3k for her. It's Gen J finding another pick, and Holloware is unfortunately not able to close out.
That's pretty good on the side of Riots Angels, since I believe we've seen that Rolling Thunder and the Orbital Strike available for quite a few rounds now, and they have not needed it in order to secure the past 3 rounds. So those are just going to continue being available and being a nuisance for SKRUBZ, since it could be used at any time. Now we do see Kurai is 1 ult point away from having that showstopper as well. So those 4 ults are really going to hurt for SKRUBZ, especially since they only have 2 available on their side. Once again, this mid is being contested from both teams. We actually do see that Kurai is playing this A side instead of playing with her teammates mid. She might get caught out here. Nope, and she doesn't, is backing off. Never mind, she does get caught out.
Able to find that pick. It's Gen J, very low at 10 HP out here in mid. And it looks like Lindsay is going to try to clear out this vent area once again. All of these flashes coming out from Hollowairs are able to delay them a lot more and allow the defenders to make their rotations.
Yep, the wall's gonna go up on B, but they haven't chose to push in yet. There are still 50 seconds on the clock, so there is time for Riots Angels to potentially make their way toward A, but Gomper is actually already getting a pick.
Hollowairs is going to trade, however, as Gompers has to fend for herself. As Ultimate comes out, the Seekers and Spicy Pyros is just able to take Gompers out. Unfortunately, Lavender last, the showstopper, taking out that planter, and Ginny Jelly trading, but it's still a 1v2 situation. Resurrection is up. They've walled off the spike, being zoned out by the slow orb here. I don't think she can get to it, and Hollowairs finds the last pick.
And on the side of Riots Angels, still 4 ults available. I just want to point that out there. I do want to see some ults potentially coming out this round, especially since they were not able to clutch out that last round. Spicy Pyro will have that Resurrect available this round as well. So both Sages could potentially bring back a member. And you know, we could see a 6v6 full buy round once again from both teams. It seems like Riots Angels are moving a little more members toward that A side. We do see both Gompers and Ginny Jelly there. But they are still going to take this mid presence.
Yeah, they're going to be slowed a lot by Spicy Pyro, who's been a great job of like delaying these attackers in mid. However, they're just running right past Lavender Last here, going into vents now. Spicy Pyro is able to find a pick in there, finds another, and that's a flawless round as Lavender Last cleans up.
Yeah, that was a little unfortunate that they just ran right by, and they did not think that there would be a member in that male area. But we have seen, you know, SKRUBZ play at least one member there. It was Lavender Last that time, usually is Spicy Pyro. You know, I would have liked to see them at least check that out a little bit before just going by and getting caught in that ropes area. Especially since when you're down there, you're stuck. You are really, really stuck. Once again, Riots Angels having 5 ults available for this round. I really do want to see them use it, but Cyan already taking one down.
Cyan really taking an aggressive peek here. And here is the Empress coming out along with this Rolling Thunder. It's going to concuss a lot of people on site, but they can't really capitalize off it. Spicy Pyro throwing that slow orb, and it's just going to delay them from doing anything off of their ultimate. And Cyan is able to find another pick with her knives through the smoke.
Spike is actually left in plain view of the defenders, so this will have be a little bit hard to take back.
Gompers is able to find one, and Kurai finds another. Lavender Last trading 3v3 situation. Hollowairs on the flank, finding Ginny Jelly. Gompers still in garage along with Kurai, and Gompers finding a third pick, actually. A fourth for her after Spicy Pyro goes for the resurrection, and Hollowairs is caught off guard by this boom bot. So now they know where she is, and she's just trying to clear garage and get back on site here.
Your dog will... I don't know if that actually spots out anything because there was the leer used right there. They will know she's here. Hawk won't spot at anything, but she'll be peeking into a double crossfire when she does come out of that garage area.
And the spike is ticking down. She does not have a lot of time. Gompers with the ace, securing that last round and a half, making it 6-6.
Switching sides.
This was a very close half on both sides. We saw, you know, momentum swinging back and forth. We did see the flanks, you know, not paying out too much on the side of Gal SKRUBZ. But, you know, maybe on attack, the flanks could do something if Riots Angels also decide to push out those flanks as they did in the last map. And now we do see the spike postured toward this B side. We actually see pretty standard setup on the side of Riots Angels. We do have that Sage at mid, potentially putting up the same wall that we've seen in those previous rounds. Arena as Gompers is actually going to hold this B site. I thought she was going to peek aggressively, but she's actually just going to hold that site. Wall hasn't gone down mid yet, actually. Just waiting for some information.
I think Ginny Jelly is actually a lot more conservative with this wall, but unfortunately it doesn't really quite go her way since she leaves a huge gap in there. And Kurai is going to get a lot of info, actually getting a kill off of Ender Droid Dealer here. And from the vents area, Hollowairs is, however, able to trade. Now it is at a 4v4 situation, and they're still unsure of which site that they want to push. Looks like they do have control of the heaven now. Yep, a Lavender Last taking out Ginny Jelly and trying to take control of CT, but Lindsay gets the better of a Lavender Last there.
Sage will go out on the side of Gal SKRUBZ, so Riots Angels will have to at least push that through. Spicy Pyro does hear this.
Enemy down.
took a very close, aggressive angle there, and she is able to get that pick off of It's Genji. And screens, and they take down the wall, which is kind of to their detriment after they getting concussed by this wall from Sky. The flash goes out onto site, but doesn't blind SKRUBZ Cyan, who is able to find the pick off of Curai. Spicy Pyro finding that last pick.
Yeah, that wall just really sucks for the defenders, especially since it's right outside as well. You do have that little gap where you have to push out. And the 2 members left, I believe, they didn't have like too many flashes or anything like that to get them onto the site, so they were just able to get picked off by the remaining members of SKRUBZ. And that will give them the 7th round and the lead in this game, as they will also have the weapon advantage this round. So, you know, we might see an 8th round tacked on in their favor.
They're actually going to get concussed by this breach concussion. I do believe I forgot what it was called, but they are pushing towards this A site, and that unfortunately that nade is going to clear It's Genji, and that molly will slow SKRUBZ from pushing any further up into this ramps area. But it still looks like they're committing with all of the defenders going in for rotates, but Cyan is the one to find the pick. She does not check this corner, however. Unfortunately, Genji whiffs her shots. Lindsay is able to trade for a fallen teammate, but they're making their way onto site, have Heaven control. Lindsay being slowed, and with the gun advantage, Hollow Eris finds that last pick.
That's very unfortunate in that ramps area, having just 2 members taken out so quickly, even though it was a very advantageous position taken by Riot's Angels. Unfortunately, that will be, or fortunately, for at least for SKRUBZ, that will be their 8th round. And now we do see Spike, you know, went to A, didn't work. Now we're gonna go back to B. So it will be here again, and we will see probably some more mid presence.
I guess it does make sense, and it is really hard to hide a body. So
We see when the wall goes up.
Our defenders, though, Riot's Angels on a full buy versus SKRUBZ half buy.
But if they do win this bonus round, that will be so good for them in terms of their economy. But I have 2 members of SKRUBZ kind of scoping out that B area, but the rest of the members will be heading toward ropes. And It's Genji is actually waiting here with the Ares, and we've seen how good she is, but she's unable to get one.
Lavender Lass, quick with it, really wide swinging up those ropes, and Lavender Lass actually finds the wall going up. Lindsay trapped in screens, and Spicy Pyro is going to find that pick. 4v2 situation already, as SKRUBZ Cyan is camping on top of this wall, just waiting for someone. I think is she gonna peek it? Oh my god, the Leer goes out and completely misses by Gompers. So Ginny Jelly is the last player standing, and Cyan gets another pick, even finding a free Vandal off of that. Actually, I think most of our girls have upgraded to full guns.
And with that 9th round on the board for SKRUBZ, that will now be a save on the side of Riot's Angels. And they are on a 3-round win streak so far, hoping to extend it to a 4th, which, you know, may be possible right now with the weapon advantage, which they are going to seem to be pushing toward this A site. There is only 1 member here. That's It's Genji. Actually, Kurai will be coming over to help as well. But if they go on this site, it will still be very hard to hold.
It seems after those smokes go down, Lindsay is actually posturing towards this A side, trying to take control of ramps here with only a stinger in her hands. And after the nerf, that is a rough gun to be playing with. Triple headshot for a kill, but does not check that corner. Cyan trades for a fallen teammate, but that makes it a 4v4 already very early into this round.
Yeah, with the breach going down as well, that does mean there's no Hunter's Fury, but
It's Genji hiding behind this box, is able to find 3 picks on site. A Lavender Lass finds 2, but she is half health, and it's a 1v2 situation. Actually, her nade does find 1, so that's a 3k for her, and the only person left is It's Genji. She knows where her last location was, but she is 8 HP. I don't know if she can clutch this out. She does have the showstopper available, but it's Gen J with a 4K is able to win that round for her team. Riots Angels getting another first round in this half.
We've seen is Gen J be so nasty on the Ares, and once again we see that with that 3K just right behind that, what is that, flower in that hell area. I don't think GCL expected that at all, so they just all ran past her and she's able to mow them down. That must be really good on the side of Riots Angels for their morale, as now they are able to have this full buy, in addition to having that Rolling Thunder and Orbital Strike available. But on the flip side, actually Lavender Lass has already taken down Karai with that operator.
It's a really big investment. Gompers dry peeking out into this firing squad in B main here, and Lavender is taking control of Heaven with all of this utility and only an operator. She's really holding this angle.
Yeah, just when I was about to say, you know, it was looking real good on Riots Angels, now it looks real bad. They're in a 3v5 right now, all pushing through CT. Once again, Sage Wall is here, so that will slow them down quite a bit.
All of the Sage utility is just absolutely griefing them right now. I think Lindsay just lost her teammate there. Unfortunate, but Ginny Jelly is able to find Spicy Pyro. A Lavender Lass using that operator again, getting Lindsay, and Cyan is finding those last two, making it 10-7 on the board with a 3-round lead.
Early pick on the operators as well. I didn't notice it until the shot went down, and I was like, oh my god, there is an operator in this game. But getting that first pick already gave them that man advantage, you know, and then able to just completely take over that B site.
And that
so
makes
now
it a really rough economy round for our defenders. So Riots Angels, only an Ares and some Sheriffs and Pistols against this operator and full Vandals.
Yeah, but remember, it's Gen J. She's really good with this Ares, so we could potentially see a miracle here. She will get concussed, not taken out.
Lavender Lass trying to take control of Heaven with her utility once again, and it's Gen J going to have to back off to avoid getting killed by this nade here. Gompers actually also taken out by Lavender Lass, holding it down here in screens, trying to stop this rotation, and that wall is going to allow her to safely go for a plant. Jurai is actually pushing down ramps, going for a little bit of a flank, and Ginny Jelly is in screens. They've both been missed by Ender. Ender and Cyan.
One enemy remaining.
But Ender does find her pick, and as does Spicy, which makes it 11-7.
That's actually really crazy there. I think 3 members of SKRUBZ were on that A site, and the remaining 2 members were on B. So when the spike went down, it was actually, I think when one member got taken down, it was a 2v the rest of Riots Angels. So it was really good on their part, especially Lavender Lass with those 2 op picks in that CT screens area to back Riots Angels until the 2 members of SKRUBZ were able to rotate through that CT spawn and finish off that round. Now we are in a round with 4 ults available on both sides. We do see the Rolling Thunder used by Gompers has already taken down Cyan and B main.
That's a 5v4 situation very early, and giving her the Empress, she's gonna pop it and try to defend this site here. Unfortunately, she's Cyan is going to be getting that resurrection from Spicy Pyro, and Gompers is taking a little bit of an aggressive angle right here.
Now, won't be able to find anything yet. I think they are gonna let that Empress run out on that B site. But Lindsay able to take down Ender, who was the lurk.
That aggression from Lindsay paying off, taking on Ender off guard in B main and A main. And now that looks like they're going towards the A site.
Yeah, Ginny Jelly here is holding this. The slow will go down, so that will slow them quite a bit.
They are pretty trapped in mid here. There are defenders on either side. They can't really push either side without meeting some resistance. Ginny Jelly and Cura finding picks.
30
Hollow
seconds
Eris,
left.
however, is able to trade. And the Seekers are going to come out. Spicy Pyro getting one. And that's going to reveal the location of Gompers. So that's
Last
a
player standing.
2v1 situation now with Ginny Jelly. Finding 3v1 make that after that resurrection. Hollow Air is unable to find that pick, and Ginny Jelly closing it out.
Yeah, the Seekers there, especially were able to catch out that member in that B Heaven area and get traded. But unfortunately, you know, whoever saves the res for the last wins, I guess, as Ginny Jelly is able to res one of her teammates, making it into a 1v3. Very difficult to win for the side of SKRUBZ. Now, a lot of ultimates were used that round, so now, taking a look at the ult economy, we do have those blades coming from Cyan, in addition to the From the Shadows from Android. But on the other side, we do have the Showstopper on Kurai, so she could potentially use this. Seems like she is playing in this mid area. If they decide to push up mid, an ult from her could be huge. But it looks like they are posturing toward this B site, where Gompers will be that first point of contact.
Taking this cheeky angle once again. SKRUBZ are being very careful about how they're pushing it this time, and Lindsay and It's Gen J on the A site are still trying to spot someone. Gompers is able to find her first pick and dismiss out of all of that damage, and most of the rotations are going to come out now, which means that they're going to have to face the full might of Riot's Angels over here. She's having a little bit of trouble taking out this boom bot, however, but still able to to avoid all that damage.
Gotcha.
It's Gen J just playing in that smoke. Seems like Spike will be able to go down, but that operator is really hurting.
One enemy remaining.
Lavender Laz is... Oh my god, that happened so fast. Kurai and Lindsay just pushing together onto site in complete synchrony and getting the defuse.
We have seen Lavender Laz be so aggressive with that op. I believe a few rounds back, she blast packed onto A site with the op out. And I was like, that is some, you know, chat energy right there. But unfortunately, this round not able to pay off as she was left in that 1v, I believe it was 3 situation. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes, she was. And that's given an operator to Riot's Angels, which is a very powerful defensive weapon here. And I'm kind of worried for SKRUBZ if they're gonna walk right into Lindsay's line of sight.
Yep, especially since here she has this ramps area control. So if she's able to get a pick, which she is not, and that gives some more space to SKRUBZ, where Lavender Laz has already pushed into the 7 area.
She's really good with those blast packs and that movement. So now she has Raptors and couldn't stop anyone from peeking out of the smoke and picking off her teammates. That orbital strike is going to come out, getting some damage onto Spicy Pyro, but she's still able to avoid it, and Cyan pushing out onto screen finds one. Lavender Laz finds another. So Ginny Jelly is left in here in Screen's area with her 2 teammates still pushing in. Kurai is able to find one, but Hollow Eris trades.
I've got your trail.
And the Seekers, once again, I think she just had that 2 rounds ago, is coming out.
A 2v3 situation, very tough here. They know where she is, but Gompers is at least able to take her out.
And Ender Droid Dealer's paranoia is just full blinding Gompers, and those shots are going to hit.
Point.
And that will be the 12th round going over to SKRUBZ. They're very close to being able to take this first semi-final game. Or match? Second game.
It's the second game, so if they win this game, then SKRUBZ will be the ones who are advancing to finals. If Riot's Angels cannot close out this game, then they will be knocked out in the semi-final and unable to play.
Yeah, I was trying to find the words. I was like, the game, the match. But whatever, you know, going into this round, we do see both showstoppers are available. And once again, SKRUBZ is posturing toward this A site. There are 3 members here, though, but one has already been taken down.
here is a showstopper. Unfortunately, doesn't connect. Lindsay and Kurai pushing out. Kurai just pushing out, but is taken out and punished for that aggression. Showstopper not finding any damage at all. And Ginny Jelly taking an aggressive push into showers. She hears a rotation coming out, which means all of those defenders are going to go for the rotation. But Lavender Lass is left on the lurk here. She's going to be able to take Lindsay out off guard. She's caught off guard. So now Gompers is looking back towards the A site, trying to take out that lurk. But Lavender Lass is already heading towards mid, and Ender Droid Dealer and Spicy Pyro are going to be able to get this plant down, walling off the CT, so they only have to worry about
Spike
Heaven,
planted.
which Lavender Lass will be taking care of, and the flank.
Last
Ginny
player
Jelly is
standing.
able to find one. Ender Droid Dealer trading 2v1 situation. It's all left up to Gompers in this match point round.
One enemy remaining.
She's able to find a Lavender Lass. She pops the Empress. Here's the Lear going out onto site. Ender Droid Dealer, she does not know what Gompers is. That Lear is going to give it away. They're playing Ring Around the Rosie here. Gompers clutches it out with the headshot onto Ender Droid Dealer, and she holds on to match point for another round, bringing it up to 12-10.
I was about to say there, a Lavender Lass definitely had the jump on Gompers right there, but she flicked around and was still able to take her out in that 1v1 situation. Gompers being able to keep her team alive for another round. This round, at least, both teams will still be able to buy, so we will see that full gun round coming out. But one important thing, there is no showstopper available on Riots Angels now. They do not have any ultimates. Ginny is one ult point away, but Spicy Pyro already has the Resurrect up, as well as the Lavender Lass with her showstopper, and as I say that, she already takes somebody down.
Ginny Jelly is able to trade for her teammate, but Kurai, oh my god, mid-showstopper, finds a Lavender Lass, caught with her utility out. Spicy Pyro, Hollow Eris, and Cyan all finding picks. It's all left up to Lindsay now. And here's the resurrection as well. That's going to bring Lavender Lass back into the game. And it's a 1v4 situation. She's being hit with so much utility right now. Lavender Lass has Heaven control. I don't even know how she got up there that fast. And she's going to be chased by this boombot. Lindsay does find Lavender Lass. That's two deaths for her this round. A little bit unfortunate. And the flash goes out onto site. She's going to be slowed by this. She's expecting a push from mid, but all of our attackers are on site here. Cyan holds the angle and finds the
Was
last
that supposed to be a fight?
pick.
And that will be 13-10. Congratulations to GCL. They will be heading into the finals tomorrow at 5 p.m. PST. But yeah, Lavender Lass there. Oh my god, 8 first bloods. Her blast pack usage has been absolutely crazy through that last map. We've seen her use it on A, and you know, we're like, where did she go? And suddenly she is already somewhere else. Cyan as well, being able to get those 3 first bloods. But it will be the win for GCL. So just some closing remarks, some other announcements that we would like to make before we end this stream. GCL Season 3 is powered by Galto, so signups are open right now until 9 p.m. PST on March 7th. So go sign up and find a team if you have not, because you know, it seems like the prizes are pretty great. Saturday will be the open playoffs starting at 2:30 p.m. PST, and we will be streaming the semifinal match followed directly by the finals match. We have both NA and EU in-house games this Sunday. EU games will start at 5 p.m. CET, while NA will begin at 5 p.m. PST as always. So if you want to join in, head over to the community events channel to sign up. Galorants also now has a stream team. Hooray! Want to be one of our content creators? Applications and requirements can be found in the announcement channel of the Discord. And you know, if you don't know where the Discord is, which I don't know, you've been here for not been here for a long time, don't know, you can type !Discord in the chat if you want the invite to the Discord community. And lastly, you can type !Socials to follow our social accounts and stay up to date with everything going on in the community. So I have been Kura Haneko, and with my co-caster,
Tala, we will be closing out the night